No, I've gotten tags and stuff. I just every other year it was just like it came so quick, and I'm like, fuck, like, I got nowhere to go. Like, I think last year was the same situation. Me and Cameron had the same one, so I couldn't sit at his parents. Adam didn't really, like, he never really checked his, like, his house where he's now hunted a couple, like, I filmed some hunts out there, some of our buddies out there. Yeah. And, like, last year I didn't even think of that, you know, I didn't know that he had turkeys. I knew they were there, but he never scouted or anything. And he just got permission for those, like, a lot of those fields. Yeah, dude, I was gonna say, waterfowl. It's and I was like, worst case, I'll say out there. We don't have to send those coyotes out there, so I was like, I mean, maybe I was thinking my best spot. Yeah, something waiting for Cameron last night, and I was like, I just gotta hit Nick up before it gets too fucking late.
I'm glad you did. Like I said, I was gonna go to bed in like 20 minutes. I'm like, I figured you were gonna text me because I had a couple other buddies that were asking me to take them out, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna go in the morning. But then when you hit me up, so don't edit that one out. I didn't go out this morning, guys. And that's when you hit me up, and I'm like, we don't care, we don't mind. I said, sure, we'll go out. And like I said, I'm like, to everybody that kept asking if I have permission to these fields, absolutely, I have permission on all these fields. I ask all the time. I get permission all over. Everybody can do it.
He helps the farmers out.
Yeah, there's no special talent. I sit and hang out. I drink beer with them. I bring them medicine and stuff. I mean, this is what you get to have if you treat them right. You don't mess up their fields. That's why also we didn't drive down this morning. We could have drove down to where we are, made a really quick, easy walk. It just rained the last couple days. I'm not messing up farmers' land. That's how you lose permission. That's how everybody, not just yourself. Farmer says, I've had people out here, they just don't treat it right. This is what you get if you treat a farmer right. This is what you get to do all the time. Take friends, family, and have a blast doing it. Just respect them like you would anything else.
I'm gonna have to make some jerky and have you give it to the farmer for me.
Yeah. This guy likes beer. I just bring him beer. That's it. Yeah. He's a cool guy. But yeah, I can't wait.
Thanks again, man.
No problem. Yeah.
I'm stoked. I'm so stoked.
That is awesome. That is pretty dang cool. Oh man.
Cut it.
Welcome back. Sorry, we've had nothing but difficulties all day today, and we think we got everything back up and running, so bear with us here. Congrats to Michael harvesting his first turkey ever. I know he's super excited about it. I think we got a replay here for anyone who may have missed it. Let's go. you hear that one time breaks out again a little bit. Gives him First turkey, get to see some action like this. I know he's been super excited. He's been bummed out because he's been out filming and he hasn't had much action from films. I started to think he was bad luck, and turns out he's amazing. But first day out for him, period C, and seals the deal. Looks like Dave's got something going on here. See him moving the camera. Tough to tell what's going on exactly here. Listen in a little bit. I don't know if he was readjusting the camera or if there was a turkey. They're hearing something off to their right. We'll monitor that. So Shane's driving around right now, looking for some turkeys to possibly do a scoot and shoot or to reap on. So that's where he's at right now. Cam's still in the blind with the bow. Shane and Dave. Oh, Dave's got turkeys out in front of him. He's got some toms too. Walking away. He's gonna get a shot here. Folds it. 2 turkeys on the board for today's broadcast so far. Dave, excellent shot. He's got another turkey pecking at it right now. Wow. That turned quick. Beautiful tom too. Still there, pecking at the time he just shot. This is some pretty cool footage. Wow. That's pretty insane. It's still there. It's been a pretty consistent theme so far in these past 3 weeks when they've harvested a turkey. These turkeys seem to stick around a lot after the shot, which is cool for footage-wise. But it's surprising that these turkeys just they hear this loud shotgun and don't take off sprinting. I mean, at least half of them have stuck around and messed around with the bird or the decoys, or just sat there and tried to figure out what was going on. Wow. second turkey down here. I think it looked like 3 times that came in. We'll check a replay in a minute here, but it looked like Dave had 3 times that came in. Obviously chose the one that is down right now, and then this second time is staying around and pecking at the one he just shot. This is crazy. Cody on the same field who hunted in Period B last weekend was on the broadcast. Took one in the same spot, same field, and had the turkeys stick around just like this and mess around with the decoys, stay in the field. And Cody didn't want to scare him knowing that Dave was coming up the following week. So they sat there for almost 2 hours watching the turkeys in the field before he went and actually retrieved his turkey. And this seems like we're on pace for the same kind of thing. Tom was not scared at all when Dave shot his bird and is now just sitting here pecking at his harvest. So it's a really interesting situation. Now it sounds like they're calling at him, trying to get him out of here. It's like camp's still set up. Shane's on the move. This is wild. Turkeys are such weird birds. They're interesting birds. They do some interesting things, and it's cool being able to watch them for an extended period of time and see how they react to some of these situations that aren't typical. And you see it here just hanging around. Sounds like Adam and Dave are starting to call at him now. He's calling back. This turkey is jacked up. It's been pecking at this thing for a solid, I would say, at least 6 minutes, 7 minutes now. It is not going anywhere after Dave shot this bird. It's a pretty interesting situation. Looks like it's finally left the... Oh, there it is. It's back. It ain't going anywhere. We'll get a replay here of Dave's shot for anyone that's just joining. Oh, it's pretty active, pretty jacked up still, but we'll get a replay of what just unfolded for Dave. Pretty cool situation, how it all unfolded. We'll get to it here in a second. I know Cody, who also hunts this property. I think Cody and Dave, they lease this property, and Cody still has some more tags for later in the season. So I think they're trying to be pretty cautious on scaring turkeys away. Obviously, it's a heck of a property. You can still hear them gobbling in the distance. Doesn't want to. Here it comes, coming back. He's still sticking around. He is jacked up. Dave is out in the central part of Wisconsin. Shane is, I believe, in Shawano County, and Cam's in Ozaki County. Michael is already tagged out. Michael tagged out in Washington County. We'll get a replay of that too here in a minute. Once we see what this turkey does, and we get Dave's reaction after this harvest. Dylan says he's getting revenge. So it looks like it's pushing out now, the turkey. We got still gobbling, still trying to figure out what exactly is going on, but we get a replay of Dave's harvest here. This is what happened a few minutes ago in the broadcast. He had at least 2 toms coming in. That would be 2 toms, a couple hens pushing through, and eventually they give him a shot. It looks like they got past the decoys. You got to remember Dave's at a different angle than the cameraman, so it's tough to tell exactly what he's seeing at the moment. And he waits till he gets an opportunity at a clear shot, and he's off to the right here in this situation. Waits for that clear shot and hits the mark. Congrats, Dave. He was our second hunter today to harvest one on the broadcast. Dave still got that second time out in the field. Spent the last 10 minutes pecking at the one he harvested, and it still hasn't decided exactly what it wants to do. Hoping this turkey pushes through here so that we can get Dave's reaction after the harvest. I'm sure he's going to be ecstatic. It's a cool feat. I believe that was his first turkey. I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that was Dave's first turkey that he's harvested. So there'll be some excitement. We saw Michael harvest his first turkey earlier in the broadcast. You saw the excitement there. He's pumped. It's just such a cool situation, being able to take somebody out turkey hunting that hasn't harvested one, and then connect and make it happen, and then get it on film too, is just an all-around cool situation. So we'll definitely relive Michael's harvest here in a little bit and get that reaction. But we're waiting for to get Dave's reaction here after this turkey pushes out. So stay tuned here. Shane looks like he's still on the move, looking for a field to either looking for some turkeys in the field. He's got permission to a ton of properties where he's hunting, so he's got some options. But I'm sure he's doing a little bit of calling too. Every property he stops at, if they're not out in the field, do a little calling, see if we can get a little response back. Earlier this week, we've been getting a lot of rain here in Wisconsin, and it's really screwed up the calling. They've been dropping out of the trees, and we haven't been hearing much of a response for the turkeys once they're out of the roost. So this warmer weather, so far it looks like they've been a lot more responsive. So hoping that Shane here can pull up to one of his properties and get a response, and they can make a move on some of these turkeys. it finally pushed out far enough that we're gonna get Dave's reaction here. I hear shotgun unloading. Maybe they're staying put a little bit longer. Let's we talked about Michael's harvest earlier. Let's get a replay of that. This is Michael's first turkey ever, and man, was he excited, and rightfully so. Started off with a few hens around the line, and all of a sudden just a cactus. He's got maybe 5 times left. That's what we're coming out of the woods to the left. And all of a sudden, all these hens and jigs start all piling up. And it causes this cluster of turkeys. And then we get a shot here. Man, we went from not seeing too much earlier in the morning to all of a sudden just turkey heavy. This Tom's just the front right now. These turkeys just keep piling in. Michael's off to the right of the cameraman, so he's got a little bit different angle than the camera view that we're seeing right now. And he's trying to find that shot, trying to get a shot at all these. They're so grouped together. Eventually here they open up and so gives him a clear shot. Sealed the deal there. Looks like Dave's going out to retrieve his turkey. Laying first, laying his hands on it for the first time. So he's pacing it off old school style. "45 yards," Dave said.
Sounds like maybe 30 yards. I'm like, dude. It didn't. I don't know. It's like it was deep.
I ranged it from standing where the pile of feathers is.
43.
didn't even want to send one at him because when we were patting
His
his last.
last.
I mean, 30 yards was good, but it wasn't like
Yeah, it wasn't like.
like if I would have known he was 50 yards, I probably would have.
It worked. Whatever you hit him with worked.
They took that weird angle and it just kept going right past the decoys. And after he shot, they hung around, but it looked like originally they were going to go past the decoys and keep walking out into that field. Beautiful time.
First bird.
Pop cherry.
It was kind of nice. He wasn't strutting, so I didn't have to mess up any of his feathers.
We were getting pretty close to that 1 hour mark too.
Dude, that's what I told him. I was like, cut that one a little close. I just looked over there and I just seen like a little black ball way over there in the tree line. I looked over. I seen two birds and I thought they were towns. And he looks like, oh, one's a hen.
I can only see one right away for the longest time. I only seen one. I didn't see them.
What are the other two?
They
Were
were.
went up that way.
I didn't see
And
the
then that
tops.
bearded hen thought was a jay. And I looked next to her and these two little fat boys are running next to her.
If you'd have shot him right here, they were way closer, but I didn't want you to try to swing on him. You know.
Congrats to Dave, first bird. Him and Michael today both shot their first bird. And we got 200 still left.
Well, we were right. We knew where they were. Because I came from
I didn't think they.
that was the last. That was literally probably the last stop.
Yeah.
I would have thought that. Oh, we heard. Did you hear that hen clucking?
Yeah.
And, I think those two are different than the one we seen
Yeah.
this morning.
Bocephus still lives.
Like Adam said earlier in the
That had to be
broadcast,
That one this morning, I'm thinking that's the one last weekend. The fourth one that like broke off.
Yeah.
I think it was him.
Smart bird.
Because he came here and he stared our direction and gobbled.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, I ain't going up.
Bocephus is this big old tom that never
Not many
comes
babies
within
in his head,
range.
but just enough.
Never comes within range. They're always seeing him at distance, and will never come in and give him an opportunity. So they named it Bocephus.
First bird.
Yeah. Didn't even get stuck.
I was concerned there, like, oh boy, we have no idea where guinea birds are.
Yeah, it's definitely night and day.
Do you have your good camera with you?
What's that?
Do you have your good camera with you?
I don't.
Take home pictures.
Or you got
Gotta be a great feeling walking out with a tom in hand. First one for Dave. Such a cool situation when it all works out, especially when it's on camera like this. long shot too. He's at about 45 yards. Heck of a shot. We got 2 hunters left. 2 hunters left here. Dave and Mike both tagged and bagged out. Do some cool little screenage here. So we got Shane left. Shane, like I said, was hunting the central part of the, or no, he's hunting in the Shawano County area. Cameron is in Ozaki County area. And we got Cam's hunting with the bow, Shane with the shotgun. Shane's been doing some driving around scouting. Cam's been pretty stationary, had some birds drop out of the roost early. A couple nice toms. Had a hen lingering around for a while. Let's do a little featured hunter action, and we'll get to know what's exactly going on. Coming into this hunt, feeling confident. Been seeing a lot of turkeys out in this woods. Have harvested a handful in the past with the Old Faithful, the Matthews Adrenaline. It was a bow that I got when I was a kid, and have harvested all my deer and turkeys with the bow with this specific bow. So I've used it, it's tested, time tested, and just feeling very confident based on the success I've had in years past.
Well, ended up picking one up, found it. Arrow didn't get as much penetration as I liked, unfortunately, but we ended up getting it. I think I picked up some bone there and didn't penetrate too much, but pretty stoked. Brendan came out and helped look for it, found it right away. So before I was talking about this decoy, Adam, I asked Adam if I could borrow a tom decoy. The dude gives me a tom decoy and cuts out, because he lost the fan, cuts out of the pizza box the fan for it. So we went on Instagram, we asked everyone if I should use it. I think it was like 80% yes, so came out, rocked it, ended up picking up one. You can see in the video there was 2 toms walking in. They were in like a little blind point where I couldn't take a shot, and they finally walked out, and both of them were side by side with each other, so I couldn't take a shot then. And finally one stepped out and I took it. Fast forward to this year, I've got an awesome opportunity to take my girlfriend out turkey hunting for the first time. She's all excited, other than waking up early, but we get out to the blind and the action starts off hot. We've got some turkeys roosted up in the trees, gobbling. She gets to see them drop out of the roost, so it starts off pretty cool. And then it becomes a waiting game, a little bit of patience. She actually ends up falling asleep on me and gets woken up to
a hen walking in, and that hen turned into 4 hens, which eventually led to this. Never in a million years did I think that would happen. It was a gimme shot, close. You tell new hunters and other hunters that you're with when they do miss that, you know, it happens to everybody, and it really does happen to everybody. But when it happens to you and it's that close, your heart just drops. First off, you don't ever want to injure an animal, and that's right where my mind went right away, was the animal. And then after that, it just sets in. It's just disappointment, frustration, all those, you know, shots that you made in practice. You get, you know, it's game time situation, and this is what happens. So it's a bruise to the ego. It hurts because you put all that work in, and it just didn't pay off.
I can't believe that just happened.
Okay,
Oh
what are
my
your...
gosh. It was such an easy shot.
It was so close. I was freaking sleeping, and then you're like, Shine, get up, get up.
Well, I saw the first hen coming. I thought it was just one lone hen, and all of a sudden more hens came. I'm like, oh man.
Oh, that's early.
And I'm looking back for.
I thought I had more time to sleep.
I was looking back for the tom, and all of a sudden it came from my left. I'm like, oh, here it
Yeah.
comes.
I saw it right away too.
I can't believe you just shot that thing low. That was like right.
It was so close.
Oh my gosh.
Thankfully, this bird ended up being all right. Went out later that night and saw it out in the field. It was unharmed. It looked like it may have had like a little bit of a limp to it, but overall, this bird's going to be all right. They're very tough birds, but going into this next day, into this hunt, there's not a lot of confidence. Not a lot of confidence. The last shot you just took, you missed. It was an easy shot, 20 yard shot. Completely missed the entire bird. I definitely rushed the shot. So going in, my mindset is if a bird comes in, take a deep breath and really just relax before you take the shot. You know, take everything in, take a deep breath, look down the sight, and just squeeze that release. But man, it's tough going into a hunt on a note like that. So let's see what happens.
Never easy coming off of a missed shot and getting back out there and trying to connect again. It's obviously a shot to it's humbling, and it hurts the confidence, and confidence is a big part of bow hunting. You know, you make all those shots, take all those shots in practice, and try to make it happen and relive it when it's game time. And when you miss like that, all that practice, all that stuff that you did, you know, kind of gets pushed away, and you really end up focusing on that last miss. So it's difficult to get that out of your head, and we'll see if we can make it up here. Got a little bit of time left. We'll see if we can pick up a turkey here with the bow and erase that memory. Hopefully it goes something similar to Jess's hunt last week. If you watched last week's stream, Jess had an awesome opportunity at a tom. It was her first turkey, chance at her first turkey.
I love this
goes, baby.
Can you see them?
You see them up on the hill at that video?
Yeah.
You can?
Oh, yeah.
Otherwise you could probably get over here and see
Are
them.
there 2 birds running out? There's 2 of them.
Two of them.
One on the back of the wing. The one on the back side, this bigger guy. Hey, first bird, whatever, shoot one. We're gonna run right up to him.
Look at them.
They probably saw him. Oh, and shoot early. Or she have a super tight choke on like that. Oh, shoot that one. It's gotta be this.
I think it helps.
Pretty far.
She got a tight choke. Pretty low. Next time you shoot it back.
Oh no, no, no.
Shot it.
Oh, she
Yep,
shot it.
She shot it.
She got it.
Yeah! Woo!
She got it.
Oh yeah, boys!
I was just saying, you could see
I
her
told you.
flopping.
I was gonna say.
I was like, wait,
Look at
there's
the goes.
Wow, she makes that shot, but she doesn't hit the one 5 feet in front of her.
There's more forgiveness at that
Flips.
distance. Woo!
That was awesome.
So hopefully we can get a situation like that today for camp. We got Michael in the house. He's gonna be over here shortly to talk about his harvest, his first turkey harvest, and it was a special one. Lots of excitement that you could see in the video. Here, take some headphones. Gotta get them all geared up. Let's get this. Let me get the camera back on this 1 second here. What's up, everybody? Let's see here. We got Mikey in the house. Dude, tell us about it.
Man, it was an awesome first hunt, needless to say. Nick Faber, huge shout out. Thank you so much for everything you did for me on that hunt and just everything you've done for us in general. So we get out there. I call him at like 9 at night because I was kind of waiting to hear from Cameron and Adam and the guys and see what I wanted to do. Little last minute like usual with us. But yeah, Nick got back to me right away and was like, yeah, let's get out there. So meet him pretty early in the morning. Get out there, and he didn't do any scouting the night prior because he didn't expect to go out. And he knew this field, like his buddy drives to work past it every day, and he's driven past it a couple times, and he's noticed birds out there. So he's like, I feel pretty good about it, you know? And we got out there, and right away we just like gobbling every like 30 seconds. Like they were very, very vocal, which was a good sign. And like Adam was talking about a little earlier on the broadcast, we were kind of checking the Onyx maps, and like we could hear where they were, and like just where they were roosting. It didn't really make sense for them to roost there and go to like this other field. Like we were just we felt good about it. And then whatever, they stopped calling, we stopped hearing them, and we assumed they were out of the roost at that point. And we waited probably an hour and a half until anything really happened. And Nick was like, he wasn't sitting in a chair, so he like kind of stood up to like stretch his knees out, and he's like, dude, there's a turkey like touching the blind right now. And I thought he was joking.
You could hear him say that
Yeah.
on the broadcast.
And like he said it so like nonchalantly, and I was like, okay, like is he serious? It's like, is it for? And then whatever. So that one walks out, and then you guys kind of saw that comes through, loops around, and then a hen walks out, another hen, and then 5 toms come walking out, and at this point, like, my heart's just going nuts. I'm like, there's so many birds, and those 5 were so clumped together, and I'm like, Nick's behind me. He can't really see.
Let's watch it.
Yeah,
Let's watch it, and let's have you you talk it out here real quick.
for sure.
1 second, I can find it. All right, so here we go. We got cops walking into the field right now. Are you seeing
Okay,
them
yeah,
at this
so-
point? Are you seeing them yet?
Yeah. So camera's on the left side of the blind. I'm on the right side of that, but I could clearly see that. And Nick is behind me, not sitting in the chair like I said, and he's kind of like, what's going on? Like, he couldn't really see everything, and I'm like, dude, there's 5 toms walking out, and they're all like super clumped together from my angle. Like you can kind of see here. If I would have shot one of them, I would have shot freaking all of them, pretty much. So we just kind of had to wait. Yeah.
Shoot right now.
Right. And so just kind of wait. And Nick's like, are you going to take one of these? Are you going to shoot? Still can't see him. I'm like, dude, I can't shoot yet. And then, like, these jakes come out, some more hens. And I'm thinking, like, worst case, I can shoot one of these jakes if these toms stay bunched up and keep walking.
You're taking a turn getting this.
Yeah, I was like, dude, if these ones walk away, I think we're done. And so, yeah, luckily they kind of presented me the shot. They did, like, kind of kept going. We were a little worried they were going to get too far. And they ended up doing a little loop around. And one of them kind of broke off. And Nick's like, if one broke off, just take it. And, yeah, that's where it goes down. So, see you in a minute here.
Yeah, it's gotta be nerve-wracking. You're probably like, no way is this. They're gonna walk away. They're gonna get out of here. All these turkeys are coming here. We're gonna get it on camera, and I'm not gonna get a shot.
Yeah, and I mean,
that's what would be going through my head at that point.
oh, for sure. But, like, it was probably at, like, 35 yards. So, kind of deep, and, like, I definitely was comfortable taking that kind of shot. It wasn't, crazy far or anything.
And then just sheer excitement. Let's fucking go. Nick's out just getting everybody jacked up.
It was exhilarating to say the least.
Then you got
Just the smaller tops.
just missed it. Nick shot one. We just got done talking about how we've got at least, I would say, half of our harvest so far on the broadcast. This is what's been happening is these turkeys have been attacking the turkey to get shot.
I got my the fan downstairs. I'm gonna mount it, and half of the right side is all missing because this other asshole Tom kind of tore him up a
Messed it
bit.
up?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it was worth the footage, I guess.
Heck yeah.
And it gives a little story. So
We got it looks like we got Shane at the drive-thru right now getting some grub, dude.
some McDonald's,
Some grubbing
little
it
Mickey
up.
D's run. Okay.
Yeah, it's a fun little adventure when you're driving with Shane. He's got, like I said, a ton of fields, and we got some good food too last time I was with him.
Gotta keep the energy out there.
Hell
you know?
yeah. So what's your plan? You're gonna get like the fan mounted and stuff on your turkey.
Yeah, so like this being my first turkey, I definitely want to get it mounted. Like Nick also helped me out with that. He breasted it out for me and everything, which after seeing him do it, it was pretty straightforward, kind of like a goose or whatever, you
Sure.
know. But yeah, thanks for doing that. And then he set it all up. Like we kind of got it pinned to a board right now, letting it dry out and stuff. We got borax on the meat so it doesn't spoil or get maggots or whatever. And then the way he has his, like you get this wood plaque basically, put it on there, and then some of them like come with like a little like rope on the side so you can put the spurs, or you can like put it through the spurs and have that part of it, and then the beard obviously part of it too. So yeah, pretty stoked.
That's exciting.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
what are you gonna do? So you breasted it out. What are you gonna do with the meat? What's your plan with that?
Adam talked about our buddy Eric, who we showed a picture of last week, the turkey he harvested. He did that. It's like hot sauce, soy sauce, or Worcestershire, like liquid smoke or something. I don't know. It's pretty simple recipe. I'm just doing the same thing as him, and it's actually marinating in the fridge right now.
That's exciting.
Oh yeah,
Can't wait to try it.
it's good. It's gonna be good.
It's gonna be some.
Unless I screw it up. Eric did good on his though.
What? So is it just you just marinate it for like 24 hours or something like that, or what? How
The
does that
recipe said 6 to 48 hours, which is like a pretty insane large window.
work?
I'm going with 24 hours just to, you know, make sure it soaks in. But I'm a little anxious, so I'm not going to do 48. I want to get it done. Try it out, you know.
Understandable. I would like to. So we got something going on here. Let's hear what's going on.
So it sounds like Michael got one, which is exciting. We haven't gotten much action over here yet, but gotta say congrats to Michael. That's awesome.
Thanks,
Sounds
dude.
like it's a beautiful time. I didn't get the whole story, but I got some pictures and it's exciting stuff. So hopefully we get some action here soon and we can go back and celebrate with two Toms. So only a matter of time. It's a beautiful day though. Beautiful day. Beautiful day to shoot turkey.
It's a beautiful day to shoot turkey, bro.
What's up?
Beautiful day to shoot a turkey.
Definitely.
It's a good time to give the podcast a little shout out.
Yeah.
Every Thursday, we got a new hunting or fishing personality on our podcast. You can find it on our website, backboysports.com, or on Facebook. It's on what is it
Or
on?
like Apple
iTunes.
Podcasts or whatever. Pretty much every platform. SoundCloud,
Google Play
Is it on
Music,
SoundCloud?
Spotify, yeah, all that
Spotify,
stuff.
all that.
Check it out. It's fun. I think we're on episode like 100 and
112 will be this
112?
coming week.
112
111
straight
out,
weeks.
yeah.
So it's it's something we've been doing for a while, and people have it's really starting to grow, and people really start to like. It's really starting to like it a lot. So
We get some pretty sweet guests on too. Like, we started out and it was like a lot of guides and stuff like that, and which is awesome, which is great. I mean, very knowledgeable. And then we kind of branched out and started getting a little crazy with it, and we have some really interesting people on now. So definitely check it.
yeah, last week we had on all these awesome hunters. Let's see here if we got the picture up. All these guys and gals here, minus Joel, or no, yeah, minus Joel and
Rob. Were not, yeah.
But we had Brett, Jessica. Is that
Drew?
Where's Drew? That's Cody. No, we didn't
that's
have
Cody.
No, that's Cody. Drew's not in here, and then we had Nick. All these guys on. These were all the harvests from last week's broadcast. So there's a lot of there's been a lot of action so far in the first 2 periods here of Wisconsin
Absolutely.
turkey hunting.
Definitely. We had what, five last week?
5
Okay.
turkeys last week and a coyote harvested.
bonus.
So far, we've got 2 turkeys harvested, 1 being your own. And week 1, we had 1 turkey harvested. We've had a couple misses.
Well,
too.
we had week 1. We had 2, but Adam didn't get back in
Yes.
time for
Yep.
us to broadcast, so we kind of
Yep.
showed it last week.
Yep.
Like a highlight.
So we've got
of it.
so far we're about 2.5 weeks in so far, and we have 9 turkeys so far. Could
Solid.
potentially have
Very
11
solid.
here if we can tag out here 11 in 3 weeks of broadcasting. So gotten some fun, pretty good footage so far.
And everybody else that's not on the broadcast, all the listeners and viewers, send us some pictures. Tell us your story. We want to know and see it, and yeah, definitely do that.
Yeah, we've heard some pretty cool stories thus far. People have been DMing us and stuff like that, and we don't have a
big
problem
times.
throwing some of these pictures and videos on the broadcast so other people can enjoy them too. Especially if you got like some first-time hunters or some the youth and stuff like that, or you got a really cool story. Let us know.
Even if you're a vet, let's see it. Let's see them.
Let's go. There's some cool stuff happens. I mean, we've had so many turkeys. Like here, I'll show you Dave's this was earlier in the. Oh, that's not what I was looking for. Sorry, guys. It's Michael's. Here we go. This was. You missed this. Dave's harvest earlier. Had 2 toms come out with some hens and.
I mean, we knew this field was going to produce again.
Yeah, this is
Same spot as Cody from last week.
Yeah, we'll show Cody's replay here in a second. Field's an excellent field. Had these 4 turkeys come out, and almost the same kind of situation as you. I think he didn't have a great angle at these, and these got out far quick.
Yeah.
And he ended up taking, he measured it off instead of about 45 yards. So it's not
Okay.
And
Yeah, I think mine was like 35, so his is a little deeper.
and he gets a shot here. Really similar to yours, where so he shoots it, and this time just like wouldn't leave it alone, and sat there and pecked at it for I'm not joking,
crazy, yeah.
15 minutes, dude. 15 minutes we're sitting here doing this. Wow. These turkeys are like
They're savage.
Probably got the fight before this.
What happened to you, sucker?
Something along those lines,
That's
but
a nice beard on him.
oh heck yeah! There's some amazing turkeys on this property. I'm hoping that we can like sneak up there somehow. You know?
Yeah, we might have to do that.
Talk to Cody and Dave and just
Is it-
sweet talk them into it.
Is it Cody's actual land, or do they just have permission?
They lease it. They lease
Okay.
it, from my understanding.
Is
Cody
Dave
and
part of the
Dave.
lease?
That's my understanding.
Okay.
Is those 2 lease it, and maybe somebody else too. But
Yeah.
it's turn the sound down real quickly. It's a lease that they share, and it sounds like they got some big bucks too, along with big
Yeah.
turkeys. Sounds
Okay.
like a hell of a property.
Yeah, sounds
I'd
like
love
it.
to get an opportunity to hunt there, obviously. Sorry for all the technical difficulties that we've been having so far today.
Yeah.
We've
been tough.
in and out streaming. This is we're really new to all this, and the first 2 weeks went pretty dang well without any real hitches or anything like that.
Yeah.
And you know, viewership was great, and people really enjoyed it. And this week, we don't really know exactly what happened, but we've just had nothing but crash after crash after crash, and we're trying to get some of the stuff figured out.
Yeah. Possibly need a new computer or something.
Yeah,
We're gonna get it figured out though.
we're balling on a budget over here
Yeah.
at Back 40 Sports, so we're trying to maximize our dollars
Yep.
and get the most out of the stuff that we have. So we're gonna do some upgrades here over the next week, and next week we should have some crystal clear streams and some more great hunts to bring you. We'll stay here for a little bit longer and see if either Shane or Cam can connect here and make it happen. You know,
No doubt.
let's make it happen, dude.
And yeah, once again, I know we just said it, but thank you guys for coming back and bearing with us during the difficulties we were having.
We got Bo Shartner in the house. Got Spencer Renz in the house. What's up, boys? Chad, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate the love. Freaking musky, dude, musky hunter. This guy can. There's a muskie in the lake. That dude will catch it, and we're gonna get some cool footage with him. So this is what we're kind of thinking. We're thinking we're gonna do some fishing tournaments this year in this kind of style. Once we get all the kinks worked out here, but we're thinking, I was talking with Chad that maybe we could do like a muskie fishing tournament at some point. It's gonna be a little bit more difficult, but I think we can make it work. But early June, we're shooting for a possible salmon fishing tournament, like a no boundary salmon fishing tournament, and see how that goes. Maybe we're trying to decide if we want to do like a 1 day or 2 day tournament, but we're gonna try to do some tournament style stuff and incorporate that into all this.
No doubt.
I know Spencer's on here. We're gonna do a bow fishing tournament, is what we've talked about also.
I think bow fishing would be the most like action packed.
That'd be
Like
sweet.
it's
Yeah.
nonstop.
It is.
That'd
That
be
is
sweet.
100%. I think that's going to be a really fun format. It's going to be really entertaining. People are really gonna like that. And
Would we do like 2 or 3 people in a boat?
I think it would be I would say partners.
2. I was
Yeah.
thinking 3 might be a little hectic.
Yeah, I think
There's a
too
lot
many.
going on.
I think it's partners and then a cameraman in each
Yeah.
boat. And then I think we'll start small, probably 8, maybe 16 people. But I'm thinking we talked about 8 maybe to start out with some of these tournaments.
Yeah.
And then just grow from there. And hopefully at some point get a massive, a massive tournament, like bow fishing tournament, which would
Yep.
be cool all over the place. But yeah, we got some exciting plans for the summer, and I think a tournament will probably start out with salmon fishing, and then we'll go bow fishing, and then possibly some musky fishing in the fall or something.
Probably do
like
all
that.
sorts of stuff eventually, yeah.
We just got to get all the kinks worked out, and we're kind of doing that right now with this live live broadcast thing. Is we're trying to work this out in the turkey hunting stages so that we can
Be more efficient.
be more efficient and get this figured out. But yeah, so far so good. We've gotten a lot of awesome feedback and pretty excited for what's to come here in the future. Looks like Shane is picked a spot. I don't know if I missed it. I don't know if they were calling out of the truck and got something or what. Let's get some volume here.
Alright, we're out here at Back 40 Sports. We're gonna do some double filming. We're gonna go see if we got any birds out in this field and do some running and gunning today.
Shane's got 2 cameramen there. Very special. Very special.
High maintenance guy.
And we're joking, Shane. We're joking, but
Definitely kidding, yeah.
it's always difficult when you have that extra person, the cameraman. Whether it be, we've been out where we've had a hunter, a caller, and a cameraman, and each additional person that you're putting out there is that much more movement,
Yeah.
and definitely costed a few birds over the past couple weeks having that many people.
Well, that was my situation. Tyler filming, Nick calling for me, and you saw Tyler bumping the blind a little bit there, trying to mess up my hunt.
Oh, is that what he was doing?
Yeah, he kept like knocking the camera and smashing his head on the blind. Yeah.
I know when I had Cheyenne out earlier, I was giving her a lot of grief because she was moving.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like dramatic or anything like that. But it was just more or less like, I'm sorry, you can't move that quickly, kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you don't know like turkeys and turkey hunting, which I didn't know pretty much anything about until this past year, it's like that their eyesight is insane, first of all, and like you think like, oh, turkeys, like it's like little pea brain dummies, but no, like they will pick you off. And I mean, I'm sure most of you watching know that. And yeah.
270 degrees of vision, and then with a little slight turn of the head, they got 360 degree basically.
It's crazy.
So they can pick you out from
Very
a
easily
distance.
spooked.
Yeah, I found out, I mean, from like hunting up in the tree stand and stuff like that they spend a lot of their time looking up at, and we talked about it on the podcast, looking up for predators. And I always thought, oh, I don't know why everyone just doesn't hunt up in tree stands, because like this is they're just looking around on the ground. But it turns out I got busted a couple times drawing back on them in fall when I'm got my turkey tag and my and a bow hunting.
Right.
And I'm like, Jesus, like, how do they see me all the way up here?
Yeah.
And it turns out that they spend a lot of their time staring up in the trees, looking looking for predators and stuff like that.
Right. What's up, Jake? Thanks for joining us, man.
Looks like Shane's making a move here.
Are they just slowly trying to get to a spot, or are...
It's tough to tell. They pulled up. We were talking for a little bit, but they pulled up and got out of the car pretty quietly. They filmed that little talking session, and
I wonder if maybe when they were driving around they saw something in a field and
could have
pulling up to that or
he
working
might
their
have-
way.
I know he likes to pull up to these properties and call, and he may have gotten a response back. But they're coming in. They're coming in slow.
David asked, any birds been killed today? Yes, there were 2 harvests prior to this, and we will hit you with the replays here.
Yep, we got Michael Murray, who's just talking right now.
Yep, I got one.
We're doing these replays just for you, Dave, because just to keep sure the great listening followers have probably seen this already, but it's exciting. Your first turkey, too.
First time hunting ever. Turkey hunting ever.
Turkey. And you'll see the segment here in a second. So this was a little bit earlier. I'm excited for this turkey.
Me too. I'm like I promised 4,000 people jerky already, so I'm probably gonna have to let a lot of people down. Otherwise, everybody's getting like one piece. If I would have had 5 tags, I probably could have shot all 5 of those with one shot. Not actually, but they were bunched together like crazy.
I saw it,
It was
yeah.
tough.
You've got like 13 turkeys in this little.
There's some even out of the frame yet, off to the side and stuff, and you'll see them eventually. There's some to the right, some to the left, and yeah, it's pretty crazy.
It's insane. It's so cool to have. It's cool to have a top floor and stuff, but it's also so cool to have this many birds this close to you.
Yeah.
Seeing them do the things. Have that many times too.
Yeah.
Once 5 times just pop up.
Well, the thing about these, so like I said, Nick didn't scout the night prior, but like I said, he'd driven past this field and seen him in this field, days leading up, and he said these 5 exact times, I guess, and we're all just like, let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking shit. Get up, he said, get
Excited.
Like he saw these 5 toms in full strut, just like side by side, just like a wall of them. He said it was like the craziest thing, like literally just stacked side by side, just walking through the field.
That's insane.
It was, yeah, pretty crazy.
That is insane. It's like, I don't know, it doesn't happen that often. A lot of times, you get a tom with a couple hens, or maybe you get 2 toms, but to have 5 toms come in like that,
Yeah.
pretty cool.
And you saw they didn't even pay any attention to the decoys that we had. They just walked
Just
right
kept
by.
walking,
Like
walking.
they already got their hens. They don't care.
So did he set up on a place where they consistently walk in and out of the woods? Like, did he pick out that location, or?
Yeah, so we were like from the road, there's one field, and then we were in like the second field back pretty much.
Okay.
And his buddy had seen him in the field closest to the road, and Nick had seen him in both fields, the one that we were in and that closest to the road field. And it was a couple days in a row. He didn't see him the night, or he didn't look the day prior, but he knew that they were, roosting in that area the times of day. Like he saw him, a few
Sure.
mornings in a row out there. So
That's interesting.
thank you, David.
We got one more too here. We can show you.
Yeah, Dave also got one earlier in the broadcast.
I always click on the wrong one for some reason. Dave had these 2 toms come out, and just like you had them walk right by the decoys, and just keep kind of going.
Yeah.
I've seen this game before.
Yeah, well, unlike Cody's in the same spot last week, they beat the crap out of the decoy, and then he got his shot, but sometimes they just keep going.
Last week we kept flying in. Like,
Oh, yeah.
We should maybe feel that in a second here, too.
They were on a mission.
These ones got out of got out of range pretty quickly. Not out of range, they're still in range, but like
On their way out.
approaching, getting out of range pretty quickly. And had to make a quick decision, made it, and harvested his first turkey also.
Heck yeah.
We had 2 first-time turkeys, and this is just insane. Like, just 15 minutes, this bird sat here and pecked at the bird that he harvested. It was such a cool thing to see.
Yeah.
It's been so much fun having these cameras out and being able to see everyone else's hunts and see how this all unfolds because, you know, maybe if you're lucky, you know, you shoot a turkey a year or something like that, most people. And so, like, you don't get that many experiences with turkeys that, you know, that close that often. And being able to capture, you know, 4, 5, 6, 7 hunters a week and
Well, like I said, this is my first time hunting, and I've been out filming and stuff. But just the amount that I've learned from just watching these and being out filming with people, like it's pretty cool.
about that. So here is Dave's from last week.
Cody.
Excuse me, Cody's from last week. Same field that Dave was in, and this is what happened. Exact opposite. They, instead of walking away from the decoys, they came in, and it's a great job by Adam to film the center frame. Big old puffed up Tom.
Big burly boy.
This feels like a freaking Cabela's commercial or something. You got the 2 Velociraptors running it in from deep.
Yeah, Adam did really good with the camera on this one.
Look at that. Just beating the crap out of the decoy. We even had the same spot. The 2 turkeys mounted it. Here come the Blossos. Look at this.
Rounding up the boys.
Turkey Tom and the boys ain't having any more of that crap anymore.
No, this is their field.
Yep. It's an awesome problem to be able to choose which turkey you want to take.
Yeah.
And he takes the middle one, and it was a beautiful turkey. Wow. And here it is. Same kind of crap. Look at this. I swear every single one.
Try not to walk in front of him if you don't care. It doesn't matter.
He gets a nice
It's all
view.
part of it. Is it?
We had guys, other people filming the last one.
I don't know.
Sorry. I need to get the sweatshirt out. I'm sweating.
Yeah, I know. I wore an undershirt, and that might be really bad.
You went from, you know, being cold and rainy all week to all of a sudden it just being beautiful out. And the turkey hunting has definitely changed pretty quickly with the change in weather.
With the weather,
walking back to where that blind was, I didn't see anything this morning as far as I could without someone.
Cam's got one coming in.
Quickly came into frame out of nowhere. Boom.
He's in there. Holy shit.
Redemption.
It's going that way. It's going that way. Brian. Holy shit. That was a good stick. That was a good stick. That was a good stick, baby.
Holy shit. Thoughts?
That thing just came out of.
Hold on. We're zoomed in. Oh,
That thing just came out of
from
nowhere.
nowhere.
Oh shit! All of a sudden, I look over out of this window right here, and it's standing freaking 5 yards away from us, and I'm like, Cheyenne fell asleep again.
No, I didn't. I was ready to go for a
She was
nap.
she was just about to get knocked out, about to fall asleep, and I'm shaking. I'm like, Cheyenne,
I'm like, oh my
turkey right here.
I guess
And
that's
then
what I
look,
need to do.
your eyes get huge. Oh, that came out of nowhere.
Oh my god. It went that way and then like, what do we do now?
That looks like a good stick. Oh.
What do we do now?
Did you get it on camera?
I did, yeah.
Alright.
It was right there. It was a perfect shot. I was like I was trying to watch you, but also look at the camera.
Took my time there.
after yesterday. Oh my gosh. Oh.
We did it!
Oh, we gotta go find it.
You gotta go find it. What do we do?
Give it a minute.
Give it some time.
It ran that way.
It
I don't want to push it.
It ran around the...
Yeah, it came and then went down the bottom part down there. It'll probably chill down that bottom area where it'll expire, but
You got it. It's stuck in there.
yeah,
It's gonna bleed out.
I think it looked like a good shot.
Yeah, baby, yeah!
Heck yeah. Congrats.
That was. I gotta text the boys.
Dude, it just like came out from behind
Text
us.
the boys.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, that came out of nowhere.
Just
I
from
said,
behind us. There wasn't even a head. It was just a fucking
Well,
top.
you don't know. I mean, you can tell me. I think it was just a tom, but that's why you gotta be quiet because you have this whole blind spot, and all of a sudden, it's just right there, and I'm like, oh.
Oh my god, that was perfect, baby.
That was.
That was perfect.
That was. It just came out of freaking nowhere, dude. Wow.
It all happened so fast.
That's what, like, sitting in this low point, every year, they, like, pop up Aura's deadfall. You don't know they're here until they're,
Yeah.
and then, it's just like that.
Yeah.
It just happens like that, and that's exactly what just happened right there. It came out of nowhere, and I think we put a good one on it there. You see how that arrow was still sticking out of it
Yeah,
like that?
yep, it was sticking out of
doesn't
its
get
ass.
You don't get that much penetration because it was sticking out of its ass.
Yeah, it was like out of its ass. You fucking hit its ass.
It was
That's not the heart, dude.
well, there's actually an angle that through the butt you can get, but it wasn't sticking in his butt. It
You
was,
got it though.
Yeah, it was.
You didn't
a good
miss.
shot.
You didn't miss. Good job. Yeah, redemption.
Oh man, I think that was it felt like a good shot, but we'll go back and look at the footage before
Redemption.
we jump over the hill here. Don't want to push it.
I'm
I'll
gonna
give
take
it a
these
little bit.
freaking layers off and go look for it.
We're gonna
I
give it a
can't
little while.
walk in these boots.
Man, that
Yes, yes, yes.
came out of nowhere. We don't want to push them. Redemption, baby. Yesterday was definitely humbling. I mean, couldn't have asked for a better opportunity yesterday, and I really screwed the pooch there. And luckily went out last night, was able to see it. It was fine. It's just small little. It was fine. It was very little limp. I thought at first it broke its leg or something, but ended up being completely fine. So that's
You
good.
took your time with this one.
I know.
That was good.
I took a deep breath. Checked out to Jake. I thought it maybe saw one of us and started walking away a little bit. I was gonna go past
No
the Jake,
way. It was
but then I just
looking
turned
at it.
around and checked it out. But I couldn't see because of this blind spot. But yeah, I took my time on that one. Made sure the shot was better than yesterday. But, oh man, it's exciting when it actually turns out. But it goes from 0 to 100 like that.
Yeah.
I
was literally
Cheyenne just
like,
asked, when are we leaving?
Literally within the last minute or 2 minutes, not even.
Yeah, you kind of laid back.
I was like, how long until we're leaving? Like, how long are we gonna stay out here if we don't see a turkey? And you're like, well, till like 10ish.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. So then I like get comfy, close my eyes for like half a second.
And then I'm tapping.
Cheyenne, there's a turkey. No, don't put me on camera.
Okay. Yeah, I tap her and she didn't wake up at first. I'm like, oh, don't wake up too quickly. Don't scare this thing away. And then your eyes were huge when you saw it.
Okay, maybe now that I have my hat on, maybe.
She's got her hat on. It's Cheyenne's birthday
Birthday
today.
turkey!
Birthday turkey. And Michael got one today. We doubled up. The back 40 boys doubled up today.
Oh, that one's not clicked in.
Back 40 boys
Back
doubled
40
up
boys
today.
and their turkeys. Okay, now it's like.
Oh, yeah. Put it in a better spot there. It's that like right there.
Right down the trail, we never saw them. The banks were like this high.
Is that your headphone in your mouth?
Well, very exciting stuff. I'm stoked. We're gonna give it a little bit, let it expire with the arrow. It's not like the shotgun where they just drop right away. So we'll give it some time. Probably go up over that ridge and find it over there.
I just want to go look for it right now.
You gotta be patient. You don't want to push it out of the woods into some other place.
That's been a big test for me.
What's that,
today,
patience?
Today. Like being patient. I fell asleep because I was not patient.
5 minutes.
And this morning was a lot more exciting with the deer and watching that pen for a
with the
solid
grouse?
like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It was here, and it's just fun watching the animals. And
We were out
that
yesterday.
freaking turkey just came out of nowhere. That Tom, you're just like, oh my god, oh my god.
This is only your second time turkey hunting too, right?
Yeah, I went deer hunting one other time, maybe two, with my dad. So, being out in the woods, I just remember I slept that time too.
Yeah. Well, yesterday we were out, and it was the first time, and she saw some turkeys. Obviously, I missed that one. I'm sure we've showed the clip already of my miss.
I was slightly disappointed.
It was
like,
very.
"Come on,
I was
Cameron."
very disappointed, and
I was disappointed for you.
and today start the morning off pretty cool. A deer walks right out, and then we have the toms, or we have all the turkeys roosted up in front of us. The toms drop out. Cheyenne gets them on camera.
Yeah, that was cool. Like I liked watching him just move through the trees, and you could, with the camera's really nice. You can see
Pretty far,
see
right?
it pretty far, and see him moving. And what is it called when they open up their fan?
Yeah.
That's what it's called.
When they.
Their fans out.
You're putting me on the spot here.
What's it called? Come on, Mr. Turkey Hunter.
Yeah, when they.
They have their fan out, right? Is it the fan? I don't know.
I feel like an idiot right now. Alright, continue. I'll think of it in a second.
We'll ask the viewers.
Um,
I just feel like I just don't know, and I feel like there's a term for it.
there is, whatever. But
Posting up.
when they're strutting.
Yeah. That's what it is.
But then we had this hen come in, and that was your test of your patience, right in front of us.
Oh my gosh,
when-
I sat still for a solid like 2 minutes, and I was like, oh my god, my knees
And
hurt.
then she started moving, and I was trying to. It was so close that it was like, it was so close, and with the sun shining in here that. There was 1 or 2 times you kind of picked up on our movement, but overall you did a pretty good job.
Yeah. Every 5 seconds, don't move, stop moving. Because I would like move my hand like this, or like try to move the camera a little bit. But I'm learning, you know.
I didn't know if
your hand was literally like this on the camera for that time. You just like left it there.
Yeah.
Like we're just like still.
Just in case, because I anytime there's a hen in here, a tom would come flying through it real quickly. So I wanted to be able to adjust the camera real quickly so I can get my bow in.
So
take
can
a
you
shot.
So when you have a turkey tag, you just have one, right? You can just get one turkey.
Well, it depends on how many. If you only have one tag, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like I only have a tag for C right now, but then I got 2 for F, period F coming up. So
Okay, so you can shoot 2 turkeys
I
if
can,
you
I can
want
shoot 2 more turkeys if I want to in F.
How
so
long
in
do
a
you think it
couple
would
weeks.
take for me to get my hunter safety? I mean, I already know.
You can do it online.
I
You
already
can do it in a
know
week. You can do it in a couple a day.
all of the
You can-
safety precautions and how to be safe with the firearm.
You can do it all online now, so it's not too hard.
I learned all that stuff when I was like 10.
Yeah. Oh, there's other things that you have to brush up on. There's some deer. There's deer over here. See it in the backyard. Let's check it out. See if we can get it on the phone. Where'd it go?
You seeing things?
No, it's walking. You can see it right over there.
Is it in the camera?
There it is. See it? See it in the camera?
Oh my gosh, how the hell did you see that? Hey, did you see its freaking head? You got freaking eagle eye for that.
It's easier to see
Holy crap.
when you
I would
spend
not have
the majority of your life out
Out in the woods, yeah.
out in the woods. Yeah.
Well, yeah, when your backyard is a wood.
So yeah, it looks like they're gonna give it a minute here, let the bird expire. Definitely, like Cheyenne was saying, hardest part, like deer hunting especially,
We got
waiting an hour, 2, 3 hours, however long you gotta wait to make sure you don't push it and let it, run its
Just
course
hanging
and
out when the sun was
expire.
rising.
But
Yeah,
It was probably a
like,
little
dude,
too
this
dark to
year
get
didn't
on
make the
camera,
greatest
but,
shot on it bow hunting,
That's
and
when you started
last-
recording.
we waited for like
Yeah,
what, like
last
6
night we
hours
had-
before we went
Yeah.
to look for it.
and I probably
Yep.
had 10 deer running around here. So it was
For
a
me,
really
I-
entertaining night last night.
first
3
time
different
bow hunting,
times,
or first
10 deer,
year harvesting deer with the bow.
bunch of hens.
It was my nicest buck to date, and
Yeah, it's-
I gave it like an hour and a half, 2 hours, and that was the longest hour or two of my life. I was so jacked, and like I was almost positive it was down, but I just didn't want to push it,
Gotta
and
be
I was
patient. It is, but it's like there's still like some angst with it, and you want to put your hands on it and see it and stuff. But like
you got to be
once
smart.
you get your hands on it and see it and you got it and stuff, you're still proud of it and everything. But it's like that waiting period, I've grown to like it. Like it's like okay,
Yeah.
like I just enjoy this feeling for this much longer. I mean,
Yeah.
there is some angst there, but like being able to enjoy that feeling of just waiting, knowing like your deer might be out there. It's such a cool feeling.
Yeah, for sure.
I think the turkey probably came flying over there and kicked the deer out of that down the little holler.
You think
over
it
there.
went that way?
No, it went down.
Oh, I
it went,
see it.
It went
I
down
see
over
it.
here. You see the deer?
Yeah.
Oh, no, you're gonna try to get him on camera.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. Might as well keep the people entertained. It's hiding behind a giant tree right now. Where'd you go?
There's 2 of them right there. If you can get the little tree and blue house there.
Oh no, I can't see.
Here, give it to me.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So looks like we got some deer in frame here. Let's watch a replay. It all unfolded really quickly.
Damn, I'm like the worst
The
at
whole shot. Let's see here. Kind of just came into frame.
Good stick.
Good stick, baby. Let's watch it in slow freaking mode. Dude, what if we slowed this down and we'll see how good of a stick it really was. You know?
Good stick.
Here we go. Slow mo. That's vital. As long as you get enough penetration there,
Good to go.
good to go.
Down in the little holler over here.
Yeah. I wonder if the arrow fell out. I mean, it got pretty stuck.
It looked like
there
it was
in
in there
its
pretty
feathers,
good. I don't
but
think it's coming out with that rage broadhead. It's difficult. Every turkey I've shot with that,
once it gets in, it
made
stays.
good penetration. Yeah, it stays in there.
Yeah.
Once that expandable opens up, it really gets stuck in there.
So I think we'll stay tuned here
Freaking
until
Matthew's
we
Adrenaline.
find the turkey.
It's bad boys.
And then
Shot in a handful
we'll
of
call it
turkeys.
from there. So
Shotting.
a little
Shot.
bit longer here.
Shot.
I
don't know.
It
should
has
go find
shot.
the turkey and
It has shot.
we'll
I
see,
shot a
see
handful
what
of
Little
turkeys.
turkeys.
And
see if we can find it. You
Yeah.
know?
just shot another one. Mr. Dependable. I got it when my dad got it for me for Christmas and my birthday, since they're both about a week apart. It was my birthday and Christmas gift, the bow, and then I had to buy everything else for it. And that was shit. That was right when this bow came out, so it's got to be, I don't know, 13 years ago, 15. Yeah, something like that. 13.
Well, how
20.
old were you?
I don't know, probably like 15, 16,
So
16-ish.
at least 15. You're almost 30.
Yeah.
At
Or
least
like it was
15,
probably
16?
16 or something. I don't know, something like that.
At least
but
like 15 years. We'll say
I
that.
had-
We'll say that. 15.
it was right when it came out. I think it was probably like 13 years ago. But I've shot all my
So you were
deer,
in high school?
all my turkeys with it.
This would be the
Hasn't let me down
first
yet.
first
I blame,
bull harvest.
obviously yesterday
in,
shot on me, not the bow.
that 40
bow still works.
Yeah,
live
you were
broadcast history.
operator
Yep.
error.
Operator
was.
error, rushed the shot. Freaking,
Oh, and it's gonna be beautiful today.
Let's-
it's
so
gonna be a nice day today.
55,
Talking about rushing the shot,
sunny.
this was
Doesn't feel
a
very
day
windy.
prior
We're
the
also
day
in the
prior,
woods,
this
so
is what happened.
that
We
makes
got
sense.
it, of course, in slow-mo. It was an identical, look at this, it literally came out identical.
Yeah.
And you can see the shot just on
What happens? What happens?
and that was the, that was the slow-mo.
10 feet to our left.
So that's
Deer's
just,
still chilling
that
out
just
there.
happened the day
And it walks
prior.
right through here.
Same
It's right
kinda
probably in here when Cheyenne finally wakes up and sees it, and then it just walks over to the
Wasn't sleeping.
right, walks over to the Jake decoy, checks it out, gives me a shot. Very fortunate that 2 days in a row I was able to get an opportunity at a beautiful time. So
That's the way they like to come in.
yeah, the other one, yeah. That came from behind us, which was interesting. It must have been back in the thick. It must have gone through the field, back into the thick stuff, and then popped back out this way.
Mm-hmm.
So, because it definitely started over in the roost on the back side or in the front side over here, and then worked its way around. And I don't think it went left, but it might have.
Oh, there's the deer.
Oh, deer out there
Just
chilling.
chilling. Walking around.
Ridge to Ridge podcast.
I'm
Just
getting,
follow us
I'm
on
getting very
Instagram.
warm in
It's at
here.
Ridge to Ridge.
I have boots that are 3 times too big.
Keeps you
And
warm. The bigger they are,
giant sweatshirts.
there's more
I love.
air void there. It can keep you warmer. If you get boots that are too tight, it actually
Your feet sweat and they get cold, right?
you need some air in there to keep them warm. But did your feet stay warm?
For the most part, yeah. I'm just very proud of myself that I stayed awake the whole time. Like after we saw the animals like right in the beginning, I was like, alert.
Alert.
And I wanted redemption from yesterday because just because.
Yeah.
I just wanted redemption.
Yeah.
I wanted to prove myself that I could sit out here and not fall asleep. Prove to myself that I could sit out here and not fall asleep. And prove to Cameron.
And it's your birthday.
And it's my birthday.
Turkey.
Birthday turkey. Michael got one too.
Michael got one. Just a great day all around.
What if another turkey comes out?
Could.
Probably not with how loud we are being. I'm glad it's early too. I got lots of time to
Work on stuff.
Yeah. What do you do with the bird? You grab the bird,
We'll
you gut it.
take it back to the house. There's a couple different ways you can clean it. So you can either breast it out like you would with a goose or something like that. Just breast it out like that. Or you can like prepare it where like you gut it out and then you do like basically like you roast it kind of like a turkey like you get at the
for
store.
Christmas
So yeah, I mean it all depends on
or Thanksgiving.
style
Not
you want to do
Christmas.
it.
Ham's Christmas.
I'm gonna have to go over to Nick's house right now. Nick is taking Nick Faber from last week's stream. Took Michael out. I'm sure you guys saw it. But they're working right now on his fan and stuff. So it was Michael's obviously first turkey, and he was showing him how to clean it. Basically, I don't know what they're. I'm guessing they're probably gutting it. And then
Like right this second.
they're gonna work on the fan, yeah. So we'll see what this one looks like. I didn't really get to see how big of a beard or anything this one had. I just took the shot. It didn't look like
It didn't look too big,
It didn't look-
honestly.
yeah,
it
it
looked
didn't look-
like
a monster, but
no.
I'll take it. Needs
Not
meat.
the other one. The one you hit yesterday was giant.
Was it?
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe when we look back at the footage.
Same one. Could be.
What if it's the same one?
Could be.
That'd be a pretty dumb turkey to come back to the same spot. It wasn't limping though, but we also weren't paying attention to that. Should you clean it up all the same day?
Yep. Unless we're going to take it and get mounted, but I'm not going to.
David's sticking on. He wants to see this bird. Love it, love it. She looks like Shane's making a move here. Couple minutes here. I'm sure we'll go find this bird.
I'm gonna take a pee here. I'm gonna get out, take a pee, and then we can go take a
Find
look,
the
see if we
turkey?
can't find it. Take it slow. I don't want to push anything out of here, but it was a good shot. It should be somewhere over that hill.
It feels warm out there. Warm.
Love how I can just hear
the
stream.
stream.
Yeah.
A lot of people are here for it.
There's a lot of adrenaline going through you, when you shoot turkey, and first thing that happens, is you gotta pee.
See, that's how mine was. I didn't realize I had to pee until like the nerve stopped. I was like, shit, I gotta go.
Then we
Like after we got it, it just like hit me.
It's better than having to poop, dude. Can you imagine every time you got excited, you just like crap your pants? That'd be no good.
I'm sure that's very real for some people.
Yeah, sorry if that hit too close to home.
Thank you, Austin. Said good luck. Hope he's piled up.
Long pee.
Take a pee.
Yeah, dude.
Seems like forever now.
Yeah, we know.
David said, great to be able to watch this. Their season's
Unplug
over
this.
in
You
South
just
Carolina.
Take it
You just
off
take
of
just the top
Keeping it
part.
running for these people in other states, yeah.
Can I take this?
David, we're only in period C right now, so there's A, B, C, D, E, and F. So
Yeah.
we're not even there's 6, so we're not even fully halfway through the season yet up here in Wisconsin.
Yeah, C ends on Tuesday, and then, yeah. We got Adam with a tag for D next week.
We got a heck of a lineup next week for D.
Can you help me?
Hope we get these technical difficulties worked out, but we're going to have some really good hunts next week. You're definitely not going to want to miss that. All over the state of Wisconsin. And then E and F. E and F are pretty popular bonus tag ones, so like, you'll apply for periods A, B, or C. Try to get one of those earlier periods.
Warm.
And I'll put this down real quickly. You try to get one of those earlier periods, A, B, C, and then those bonus tags usually open up for E and F for especially Zone 2, and then
Zone 2 goes quick.
Yeah, it goes quick, and that's kind of where we're located right now centrally. That's where the bird that with the bow that was just shot was shot in Zone 2. So it's gonna be
How do I take this thing off?
it's yeah, we still got plenty of season left. So
I got all jacked up and bought a tag for F
did you?
after shooting this one, yeah.
Oh heck yeah, dude!
Not our zone. It's going to be out west, Zone 1, I believe, where Adam has some land, so most likely be going out with him.
Break it.
David and his son killed 2 birds this year. Awesome, dude. Congrats.
This is how you take it off.
A little warmer down in South Carolina than it is around here. Although it is a beautiful day today.
Yeah, it's been getting warmer.
So we've got to strip out of some clothes first before we go take a look at the bird.
Beautiful day, dude. Get comfy.
Rocking that Lucky Back 40 sports sweatshirt, baby.
Little plug.
Gotta rep the brand, dude.
Always.
We're gonna see something else there. We saw the pants open up there.
Whew, they got 80 degrees today in South Carolina.
Ooh,
Lucky.
we thought it was nice. It's like what,
Yeah.
56 right now,
It's like 50s, 60s here, yeah.
and that's like warm here right now.
We actually had a decent winter. It wasn't terrible here. But it definitely wasn't 80 degrees, that's for sure.
Cheyenne's
Blooper reel.
either not yet awake or, I don't know, drunk. I don't know what she's doing over there.
Got a drunk cameraman.
Tripping over
How do you
logs.
take it off the tripod? Show me.
There's
Look at that Matthews adrenaline, dude.
Look at that thing.
this switch
Old
right here.
Faithful.
Old Faithful.
Click this, open that up.
Cops right off.
Thing has blessed you with many
Watch your screen. too.
full freezers.
Keep it stable. You have people at home still.
I have hiccups. Yeah, they're running away.
Deer.
Scaring the deer away.
We're just chilling.
Jessica Ann and Steve just joined us. Jessica harvested a turkey last week on the broadcast. What's up?
Shown that replay a couple times. Jessica, we're looking for a turkey right now. We're on the move right
There's
now.
like 6 of them. So I saw it run this way. On the left side of this giant tree that fell. I wonder how far it ran.
Oh shit. There we go. Lost footage there for a second.
Sorry. We'll have more than one video. You see it? Oh, yeah, there she is. I mean, there he is.
Found her, baby.
Got it.
Oh my goodness. Turkey, turkey. I think he's dead.
Wow. Did get the arrow out of it.
Got it in its side. There. Kind of big beard.
Little dinky spurs. Beautiful bird. Look how the deer out there. Wow.
Whoa.
You got 8 or 10 of them out there.
They're all running.
Cam's Hill Game Farm.
They just keep coming.
Heck yeah, dude. Got deer, got turkeys.
Sorry about the hiccups.
Super excited, super fortunate.
We got it! And it's 9 o'clock.
Very fortunate.
Definitely drunk.
So much for redemption. Is it heavy?
You want to pick it up?
Ow! Oh my god, yeah. Oh, this is weird. How do you... That's the butt.
I'd like to find my arrow, honestly. I can't believe we got that thing out of there.
Okay, can I put it down now?
Yeah, put it down. Why don't you go back to doing
your job. We'll carry this out. I'll come back and look at my arrow later. Very excited.
I think I have an idea where it is.
This is going this way. I don't want to go on that guy's property.
Oh, it's someone else's property?
Well, we found the turkey. That's 3 out of 4 hunters this week that harvested a turkey, which is another
Birthday
great
turkey.
week.
Definitely.
I mean, we've had how many hunters out now?
We had
had
5 one week and then 4
Oh my
every or the
God,
other
birthday
ones.
turkey.
So 4,
So 13.
4, 5,
13 total
4. Is it 13?
over the past
13
3
total,
weeks.
and we've had what 10 birds. I think we've had more than
9.
13. We've had 10 birds so far.
Well, 'cause it was
didn't go that
4.
far.
4 hunters, 5 hunters, 4 hunters.
I'm
So yeah,
assuming-
13.
I'm
And
assuming
then, well, then
once
we
it
had
got
Adams that
the-
we didn't get the footage for right away,
Yep.
which was supposed to be a featured
Once it
hunt.
got the arrow out, it
Um,
probably bled.
10
And
out
they
of 14
harvested
hunters.
one.
10 out
Yeah.
of 14.
10 out of 14.
We've had a ton of success so far on the broadcast.
And Drew, who was on the broadcast last week,
Yeah.
didn't get one on the broadcast, but he ended up getting one the next day, which we showed
Right.
a video for that.
So so far, Wisconsin 2020 season, Wisconsin turkey hunting season has been really a really successful one.
Yeah, it's been good to us.
And we got some amazing hunters coming up next week. We're gonna get these technical difficulties worked out that we had today, and it'll be a lot smoother. And we're gonna get some really good action into next week, and I'm already excited about it.
Heck yeah. Yeah, once again, thanks again for sticking with us through the difficulties we had today. And like you said, we're going to get that figured out and, yeah, get some more kills on camera here.
Check out, be sure to check out the Back 40 Sports YouTube page. I got some really cool videos on there. We're also broadcasting all this live on there. If you're watching on the YouTube page, check that out. Check out the Back 40 Sports Instagram page. Also, we throw up a bunch of smaller clips from some of these hunts, some other photos. We do a lot of fishing, a lot of hunting. It's a lot more personal on our Instagram page, so be sure to check that out.
The podcast is as personal as it gets, too.
The podcast, yeah, that's an hour or two a week. Every Thursday it comes out, and we get pretty down and dirty, pretty personal, and
We have fun with it.
Talk to some really cool people too. So on iTunes you can find that, Spotify. It's all just Google Back 40 Sports. You'll
Any
find it.
platform that you can watch or listen to podcasts on, yeah.
So, well, thank you so much for tuning in this week, and we will see you guys next week Sunday, 6 a.m.
Yep.
6 a.m. Central Time, and we'll stream for a couple hours. So tune in. Lots of fun turkey hunting action still to come here in Wisconsin. So
Go enjoy this beautiful day. Thanks again.
thank you so much.